To Decision 2006 now, a push today from a local voters group trying to get women to go to the polls tomorrow. This morning, the Women's Fund of Rhode Island debunked the common excuses many women use for not voting. Some of the common excuses: I'm too busy with my job or my family to vote. Today's speaker said there is no excuse not to vote. Others believe voting is not enough. They want more women to run for office.
But we've been asking Afghanistan and Iraq to have 25% women. You know that, right? We happen to think it's important in those countries to have more women. If you get a critical mass of women, you change things for men.
The speakers at today's event say more women need to participate in the political process so they can have a say in the issues that can and will have an impact on their lives. This morning, the Women's Fund of Rhode Island debunked the 10 most popular excuses for women not voting. Among them, I'm too busy with my job or my family. The Women's Fund says women are underrepresented in American politics and that getting them to vote is just the first step. They say what really needs to happen is to get more women to run and win elected office.
If we don't have women leading, they won't really participate at a level that we need them to, because this is a time when we need to use all our resources. We don't have great answers right now.
Ultimately, she says that she wants to see as many women in elected office as men.
There's an extra effort being made this year to get women to the polls. ABC 6 reporter Elise Kirshner tells us why.
On the eve of Election Day, it's the final push.
Now's the time, since more women are running across this country than ever before in the state legislative areas.
More ladies may be running for public office, but fewer are showing up to vote. In fact, during the 2004 election, more than 20 million single women around the country and some 83,000 in Rhode Island failed to cast their ballots. The Women's Fund of Rhode Island is trying to change that with a no excuses ballot.
Everything from I don't know where my polling place is to I'm tired of politics as usual to, I'm really concerned about education.
By listing the 10 reasons women give for not voting, organizers hope women reject those excuses and go to the polls.
People died so they could do this. People starved so they could do this. It was not just the suffragettes marching. They really suffered so we could vote. And we haven't turned that into power, so it's time to turn it into power.
By being empowered to vote and to run for office, especially with women only making up 15% of Congress. Having been a candidate herself, Jennifer Lawless knows the challenges of running.
I did run.
And you didn't win.
I didn't win, but it was not at all. It was by far the most important thing I've ever done in my life.
And if you'd like more information on the issues, the candidates, and your local polling places, we've set up a link on our website, abc6.com. It's called No Excuses Ballot. In Providence, Elise Kirshner, ABC 6 News.
Women in this country need to do more than vote. They need to run for office in order to force America to practice what we preach.
Different lives. But we've been asking Afghanistan and Iraq to have 25% women. You know that, right? We happen to think it's important in those countries to have more women. If you get a critical mass of women, you change things for men. You change things for men, because men get stuck in not being able to actually take positions because there aren't more women at the table.
And what you're saying is that if women are at the table, it allow men to go agree with them and to adopt certain issues without being labeled as pro-women. It's just a more open dialogue, and more likely that we'll find correct answers to help our country out of the troubled times that we're in, according to Marie Wilson. I'm Bill Rapley, NBC 10 News, reporting live from Down City.
Thank you, Bill. In Rhode Island,
Leaders talked about the No Excuses ballot, which lists 10 reasons why some women don't vote.
Well, most of the time it's about not having time, but also more often we hear from women that they don't feel like they know the issues well enough or the candidates well enough. And so this ballot actually really addresses those issues that they say they don't have enough information on and directs them to where they can get more information.
You have actually unmarried women who are 53% of them are making less than $30,000 a year in Rhode Island. So the issues of the education system, the economy, how they're going to live, how they're going to own homes, and how they're going to raise their children are extraordinarily important.
And if you want to get more information on the issues, the candidates, and your local polling places, we've set up a link on our website, abc6.com. It's called No Excuses Ballot. Live in the newsroom, Elise Kirshner, ABC6 News.
Elise.